Here we go. I'm gonna leave you guys right here for a moment. I'm gonna go grab some stuff. Peekaboo! Alright. We're gonna flip you around here because we're gonna prep some trilobites and then we're gonna go inside and we're gonna work on some obsidian. Dusty. There we go. So we're using my prep box and this won't be very long for these trilobites. Pretty small. Might take a couple minutes. Well, hi there, Michael. Happy Tuesday. Or Wednesday, if you're on the other side of the world. And there's Daddy there, Derek. Actually, I should make sure this actually is on. Where's the foot pedal? There it is. It's on. Yeah, it's on. Alright, so I'm using baking soda as a blasting medium, medium, whatever. And it works pretty quick. Hi there, Brian. Hi, Spot. Howdy there, Roblox boy. We are prepping a trilobite from Utah. Hi there, Tina. Yep, I am up to no good. Just kidding. These were September's giveaways for the member side of the channel. I'm just now having time to get it prepped. And let's clean up around the outside. Make it look pretty. Hi there, Watch the Gray. Day was good. Found an 11th chicken nugget in my 10-piece. That means it's going to be a good day when that happens. Because it rarely happens. And I think whoever put 11 chicken nugget in my box should get a raise. For being such an awesome sport. A little minefield over here with little trilobite parts. Hopefully everyone's day is going well for Tuesday. There's a fracture in the hose rock. That's okay. Ah, the Redskin Garage. I'm using baking soda as a blasting agent for this fossil. Some people use iron powder or dolomite, but for what I'm doing here, this works great. Doesn't have to be fancy. is that on there? There we go. No, flower wouldn't work. And the other fossil, I think it was this one. No, I think it was this one down here. Right? No, it wasn't that one. I think it was this one. No, it wasn't that one either. What the heck? There's another fossil in here that was supposed to... Maybe this one over here. No, has to be... Salt wouldn't work either. There, is this one. So this is the underbelly of a trilobite. And let's see if I can do half of it. So you can see the difference here. Let's do half of it. So that's a trilobite half done there. Yeah, it is kind of hard to see. But hey, at least I can kind of quasi-see in here. It's better than the other box I had, I think. Let's go ahead and get cleaned up. We'll do around the outside here. It's like painting with a baking soda. I keep wanting to say it's baking powder. And this is not right. Where is it? Oh, hi there, James. For everyone that had a closed box over the weekend, all but 2 boxes went out today. Which is great, because it's freed up a lot of space for the rest of the week. That's good enough. I don't see any trilobites on the other side. So my daughter, she calls these trailer bites. Look at the dust. That's why it's important to have a blast cabinet. Normally I wouldn't even bother opening it, but hey, I am on a time crunch. Let's go ahead and grab those. Hi there, Cassandra. Yeah, these are trilobites. My daughters call them trilobites. I give her a break. She's not 5 yet. There's one. And then we're just going to grab everything. Well, hi there, Mike. Oh. Cassandra, I don't know if, which one that one is. I'm still pretty new to trilobites. It's their scientific names, identifications. So I'm still learning quite a bit. So those are all little bits of trilobites. And that's another variety. Not so much trilobite, but it's another species that lived alongside them at the time. And then there's that one. There's a lot of flippers. I'll look it up here, Cassandra. Give me 1 second. I can look it up. Well, hi there, Ghost. Yeah, Ghost up next. We're gonna be working on the edges of the Obsidian. I'm gotta get finished up for you. Yeah, flip you around here really quick. Actually, I'll just put you over here. Jason! So these ones, no, these ones are actually the full ones. Yeah, these ones are the full ones. It's just the one that's on this side. That one's flipped upside down. But those are the full ones. Alright, let's see if I can look that up really quick. I'm going to scroll up and how did I see here? Cassandra, I can't even pronounce that. But I can at least type it out here. Let's see. Anomalcaris? Anomalcaris. Oh, yeah, Cassandra. I do not have one of those. It's kind of neat looking, though. I do have one that I still have to fix. We have a trilobite here. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Oh, I'm so used to being live on this phone, and now we're on this phone. I do have a trilobite in here. His name is Bruno. We don't talk about him a whole lot because I've broken him several times, and I broke him again, and at some point I gotta fix him again. Meet Bruno. That little piece right there, that is part of Bruno's little arm, I guess you can call it, and I gotta repair him again. Because I accidentally broke him when I went to go reach for a specimen on the top shelf, and I accidentally bumped his arm. But let's go ahead and turn this back up. And I know grab my air hose for my little thing here. Oh, nice, Cassandra. All right, 1 second. Hi there, Harold. Bruno versus Kyle. Howdy there, Julie. And there's Les. Howdy, Les. I would like this playlist. I kind of don't. Yes, let's pick some else here in a second. Fun fact, the Anomalcaris and Trilobite were in a period together, and it's called the Cambrian period. I believe the Cambrian period is where the, if I remember correctly, it's the same period where over at the Utah Udig Trilobite area, I believe that was the same period. I try to keep my space clean so I don't trip over the cord. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and get a new plastic ring for my polishing wheel, since when my machine was outside, the plastic bent and then it stayed in that shape. I couldn't fix it, so I just go spend $4 on a new flower pot bottom. Works great. Okay. Get in there. There we go. Okay, so first things first. We need our apron, because this is a messy process. And I should have changed up the rags in the tray, but that's fine. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. And get this Obsidian polished. I could work on that one, or at least start on it. Because I have this piece that I got to work on too. That's going to be a little tricky, but it should be fine. All right, first things first. Actually, first thing, apron. Second thing, we got to change the music up. I thought I would like this playlist. Don't care for it. So, let's do. I like something upbeat. Spot. I don't think I had black ones. This is the blue one. I got 2 blue ones, and I got a green one, and a brown that I never wear. Cassandra's giving me all these long name things. Also, let's see here. We have not opinion. Let's see, open Binia. Forgive me if I butchered the name. I do not, Cassandra. I'm using Google. I'm cheating a little bit. I need my tablet, but it's kind of buried. All right. Big tablet so I can see the chat better, because I'm an old man. Make sure it's turned down. Perfect. Pause it so I don't have to watch it. And live chat. There we go. Now I can see the chat much better. Oh, hi there, Resort Dog. Spot. All right. Upbeat. Upbeat what? Is there such thing as upbeat like metal? Happy lo-fi, good vibe playlist. I don't know if we get in trouble for that, because I know Lapidary Dave, whenever he goes live with like music that isn't his, he always gets kicked off eventually. There's Crystal. Hi, Crystal. No, that sounds too much like commercial. You know, am I still logged into Epidemic Sound? At least if I use Epidemic Sound, I won't get kicked off. So let's see here. Search. Yeah, Resort Dog. I mean, even on a lot of my lives, I mean, really any of my lives that use like music, you know, they end up being non-monetized. I mean, they're not monetized anyways. Like you shouldn't see commercials on these lives because they're not monetized anyways. But I never turn on monetization because How often do people play back the lives anyway? Okay, it's supposed to be alternative rock. Just random, like, stuff, so. Oh, man, I'm sorry, Crystal. Hello there, soul. Well, Crystal, in any case, I hope you have a good day at work. I need to change out these rags. They're getting a little brown. Alright, so I need, for the edges, taking the tag, it's already been adopted. So it looks like we should go to 280 for this side right here, and then go from there. I keep track of the percentage of my phone because I don't have the charger over here. I will work just as hard, just hard enough. Hi there, Mohammed. Okay. And I need to take down anything that's gonna rattle. I'm gonna turn on the machine really quick. I need to see if anything rattles here on the desk, because if it's gonna rattle, it's gonna drive me nuts. So, what's gonna rattle? It's actually not bad. Okay. Not bad. So we've already worked on this piece before. However, there's a couple spots I did not get polished yet, and then we're going to do that. So we're going to find our sweet spot here. Got 42 people, and oh, we did have 42 people. So we're going to work on the edges here and get those polished up, and get this finished. Need water. We'll have a good day, Resort Dog. Thanks for popping in briefly to say hello. Let me figure out where the other rattle's coming from eventually. With it being Tuesday, I hope everyone's having an okay week so far. And so I may probably ask you later, but I hope yesterday went well for you. Hopefully some good news. I gotta clean this machine too at some point. Gotta keep the machine clean at all times, best I can. So it's been a minute. Those scratches are deep. I get them out. Usually I don't polish all the sides on a piece of Obsidian, but with this piece I thought it'd be kind of fun to have a little palm stone that was polished all the way around. But man, these ones are a little deep. And the thing is, I gotta be careful, because if this stone for whatever reason slips and I catch the face of it on the wheel that I've already polished, I gotta start the other face all over again. And I don't want that to happen. That's so deep. What the heck is going on here? everyone got quiet all of a sudden unless my chat's frozen. Now you're all just quiet. Well, I guess everyone's gonna be quiet. I'm gonna start singing a song called 99 Balls of Beer. And we'll take one down again. Something rather. And then we have 98 balls of beer in the wall. And Spot is like, peekaboo. Kitty cat in the box. And there's Kelly. Howdy, Kelly. It's getting better. Trying to ungrump this grumpy cat. I get it. Spot, he's gotta find that 11th chicken nugget and a 10 piece. That'll ungrump you really quick. Michael, good question. If you're working a stone without water, yes, because sometimes for some processes I do have to use no water in my other machines, not this one. This one always requires water. But with these, you don't really need a respirator. But I will say, if I'm running too much water and I'm getting like the droplets on my mouth, I will wear some kind of mask. Not so much to keep it out of my mouth, but kind of to keep it out of my mouth. But this water is really old, and there's been times where it's got on my lips, and it causes my lips to get all dry and cracked. Yeah, short answer. With this particular stage, no. But there are different stages where you do have to wear a mask. Not just for Obsidian, but for any kind of stonework that is picking up dust. I mean, technically, if you're in a kitchen and you're like, let's say if you are working professionally in a kitchen and constantly making food, dealing with flour and like other stuff that makes like dust, flour, powdered sugar, anything that makes dust, you technically should be wearing a mask because of something called baker's lung. Oh, hi there, Albert. So technically, anything that produces dust, you need a mask. What's gonna have to do on the other side, and at one spot over here. Should be able to see it. So if we zoom in, let me drop my fingers. Should see that those little dots right there. You gotta grind those out. We also have to sand this down too a little bit, and over here. So for those that couldn't see, we have to get rid of this right there. We get rid of this right here. This is natural. That's part of the stone. That's, I think it might be natural, and then we have to get rid of this right here. Oh, nice. Well, see you later, soul. Oh shoot, maybe I should stop my live and go watch them. See what's up. Hi there, Patrick. Reference! And be very careful not to go too much this way, because that's already an area where I've already worked. I think it's funny. I've played music. I can't even hear it because the machine made it to play it louder. I do wish that we can play our own music without like any issues, because like I'll mostly play whatever I wanted to, mostly be in the keyboard there. I guess within reason, I have to make sure that like nothing is like vulgar, I guess you could say. Still keep it somewhat, family friendly. The last couple days I've been playing Static X here in the shop, just blasting it. So if I don't play music, I get sucked into TikTok and I doom scroll. And Amy even today, she's like, no TikTok. I'm like, okay. Yes, Mom. Oh, the YouTube algorithm. I think it's funny, was it last week? The week before last, we were having like tens of thousands of people watching these lives. We had a couple hundred people, a few hundred actually I think at one point. And now we're down to like 28. So I think my theory is coming to fruition. As far as like YouTube, if you're not live for a certain amount of time, I think they kind of give you a little bump. Like, all right, here's an algorithm boost for you. It's good for about a week and a half, and after that week and a half, you're kind of on your own. But also, it could also be the time. It could be time of day. It could be the time of the week. Who knows? I got most of that one out. I gotta focus on this side over here. YouTube. Algorithms are kind of weird. So for anyone that saw my chicken nugget video earlier, I posted the same exact video on TikTok. YouTube, it's already, last time I checked it was 1,000 views. And on TikTok, I don't even think it broke 100. The algorithm's weird. But I think TikTok is kind of like wanting people to pay to get their videos boosted, basically. And I'm like, no. Not that desperate. Yeah. Takes a while sometimes. So I got mostly out. Still a little bit down here. And don't worry about these other scratches. Those come right out with the 600 grit. Yeah, so maybe you should remember this piece. There's that fire piece right there. Wow. Fire obsidian. Wow. That's that. Well, Spot, I will say you're not missing much. Except for overpriced garbage food. Sorry, McDonald's, if you're watching. I just messed up any hope for sponsorship. What is up, fans of Firebeard? How there, Opal guy? Okay, I think that's okay. That works. Okay. Okay. We are done with 280. Yeah, Spot, it's ridiculous. Before it was like what, 2 for $5 for like a McDouble and like McChicken, and now it's like the dollar menu is no longer in existence with McDonald's. It's gone. Why you blurry, bro? There we go. That's better. Too much water. There we go. One more little squeeze there. You know what's funny, Spot, is we actually have an Arby's here in Corvallis, and I think the last time I went there was, oh goodness, I have to think about that actually. I feel like it was 2017, 2018 was the last time I went to Arby's, willingly. I like Burger King though. It's just Burger King is also expensive. We had three of them here in Corvallis. We had one that was just down the way, another one that was downtown, and there's a third one that's still kind of on the outskirts of Corvallis. One closed down. It eventually turned into a Starbucks, a drive-through Starbucks. Is stupid. And then the second one shut down. It got turned into a bank. It's like we need another Chase Bank. I think one's enough. We have more coffee drive-through prices, and yeah, it's ridiculous. You know, I made coffee at home today. Didn't cost me a thing. Aside from the stuff I already have in my cupboard. I have reusable, washable filters. Today I actually had these folders. Quarts, scoops of sugar, and a little bit of milk. Called it good. Getting it. I think one of these days I'm going to try something here. I'm going to experiment with going live, and if the view count doesn't hit 40 within like 20 minutes, I'm going to exit out and come back and start over again and see what happens. I'm willing to bet. I don't know. YouTube's weird. You can never really predict these platforms anymore. They just kind of do their own thing. Sometimes they favor you, sometimes they don't. I'm sure I might get some flack for it, but I do like Dutch Brothers, even though if it's just basically like flavored chocolate milk sometimes. But hey, you know what? I love chocolate milk. So there's that. The other day I got chocolate milk in the fridge right now, and I got eggnog in the fridge. Heyo. You know, Spot, I actually did have a Yoo-hoo. That is yesterday. I had a Yoo-hoo yesterday. I only drink the blood of my enemies, and occasionally a strawberry Yoo-hoo. It was a chocolate Yoo-hoo though. It wasn't strawberry. Oh, hi there, Janet. If I could get away with drinking my calories on a daily basis, I probably would. Because sometimes I'll go grab food from a store, I'll pick it up, I've imagined what it already tastes like, and then all of a sudden I don't want it anymore. If that makes a lick of sense. Anybody. Nice, Janet. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized box you got. Drop it. Don't drop it. Don't even trip. Trying to get out the deep scratches with the 600 here. Wow, this is so deep. Where's my ruby? Kind of clean up the wheel a little bit here. Yeah, James, we had polished this one in a live, was it a week before last or something like that, a couple weeks ago, and it's been adopted. I'm trying to get the faces here on the non-fire side polished up, so it's like it'll be polished all the way around it. And then we have another piece. Oh yeah, go see that. There's another piece of fire over here. We have this one sent in, and this will be the last of a commission piece I'll take in for quite some time. I had already agreed to do this like months ago. But we have another, this is Rainbow. And I was asked to kind of like clean up the sides a little bit. But the thing with this one, you can kind of see the sides kind of dip down a little bit. So that one's gonna be a little tricky. So the sides might be a little like more flat compared to the top here. And it's all the way like that all the way around. So it's got to clean up that one all the way around it. It's a nice piece though. It looks smaller in the picture. When I agreed to take it on, that's okay. It is okay. There we go. Yeah, until I can get the other space set up and ready, and this shop emptied out of everything else, no more commission work for a while. Because I still have stuff, my stuff I gotta do. I got so many fossil fish to get prepped. I can't whip them out just like Theo can. Theo's so quick on getting stuff done. He can prep a fish and do opals in no time at all. Meanwhile, it takes me like weeks to get at least one thing like completely done. There we go. Now we're cooking. Turn up this light. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. It actually might be ready for 1200. Just go ahead and give the 1200 a whirl. Alright, this is the 1200 grit. This is the grit before we take it over to the polishing wheel. And I will be drying the tone off just to check for any spots before I take it over there. So I do not want to miss anything here. You know what? If everyone's okay with it, I might experiment really quick. I'm gonna leave the live and start a new one really quick and see what happens. 1 second here. Okay. Jody! Alright, I'll give it a minute before I end the live and start a new one. You need to figure out what YouTube's doing here. Okay. Alright. I'm going to keep working on this rock, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live. I'm going to start a new one and see what happens, because we're trying to see what YouTube's doing for the algorithm. So I'm not leaving fully. I'll be right back. Look for my other live. I'll take me just 2 seconds to start a new one. I'll be right back. I'll see you guys in a second.